Hey everyone, my name is Colin Williams. I'm a librarian here at Long Beach City College, and I help to coordinate the library technician program. And I wanted to do a quick overview of the program that will help you understand the different programs and certificates that we have at Long Beach City College for studying to be a library technician. So first of all, this is a great program to enroll in if you're interested in working in libraries at entry-level position or higher. And it's also great because we are aligned with the American Library Association's Library Support Staff Certificate. So what that means is if you complete and pass your classes here at LBCC, at the end of the program, you can go to the American Library Association and say, hey, I've taken a program that's aligned with your competencies, and you can get a certificate from the American Library Association, kind of double dipping there. So you'll get a certificate from Long Beach City College and from the ALA, which is recognized nationally. So that is pretty cool. So one of the things that we can do is basically visit the Library Technician Programs page off of the libraries page here. You'll see that there's this big banner button. You can also get to the Library Technician Program information just by Googling LBCC Library Technician Program. One of the perks about the program is we are entirely online, asynchronous. So that means you don't have to come to campus for classes. You just have to meet the deadlines for the readings and the videos and the homework that your professors assign to you. It takes place in Canvas. We have a digital homeroom that we enroll all of the students into where you can interact with each other. You can interact with your professors, look at job openings, and participate in our workshops. So we do like to help students out in that online environment, providing that sense of community. So one of the things I would recommend on this page is scrolling down to view the degrees and certificates. And there are a couple of certificates and degrees we have. So first of all, you could get an Associate of Science in Library Technician. And essentially what we're doing here is you would take the Library Technician classes plus your general education classes. That would give you your Associate in Science. Now, if you've already got a bachelor's or an associate's degree, it's real easy to transfer over all of that general education if you are interested in getting that Associate of Science. If you're not interested in doing the general education or you just want the certificate, go ahead and look at the Certificate of Achievement in Library Technician. So what that means is you just need to take the 5 library technician classes and a couple of elective classes, and you're done. So one of the important things about the Associates in Science and the Certificate of Achievement, you do have to pay tuition for these because they are credit-bearing programs. So what that means is they do give you GPA, and you do get them on your transcripts. So if you are interested later on down the line in transferring these credits to a 4-year degree, or if you're interested in, if you know that you will need to show your grades or GPA to future employers, definitely think about the Associate in Science and the Certificate of Achievement because those will give you grades and GPA because you are paying tuition. Now, if you don't plan on transferring, if you don't need grades or GPA, consider the certificates beneath that, our certificates of completion. These are non-credit certificates. What that means is you do not pay tuition, and because of that, you don't get a grade in the class. Instead, what happens is if you pass, we click a check mark that says you successfully completed the class and you have mastered these competencies. You still get a certificate. You're just not going to get a GPA or a grade in the class. So this is very useful because if you just want to test out a couple of the classes, if you want to just go right back into the workforce and you don't need to pay tuition, and maybe you also need to retool and gain skills for your workplace. These non-credit certificates of completion are a great way to do that. So what we have here is the big certificate of completion, which encompasses all of the library technician classes. Then we have them broken out. So if you're interested in only doing patron facing, working with youth or working with patrons and the public, you can take these classes. Or if you know you're going to want to be behind the scenes doing cataloging and acquisitions, you only need to take these classes for the certificate. And our Certificate of Completion Information Competency is a nice bonus, but it's not a library technician program. So unless you're interested, you don't necessarily have to worry about that one. So in order to explore what you have to do for these, what you would do is you would click on Required Courses. So for instance, I'm going to look at our Certificate of Achievement. I'll click Required Courses. It's going to open up a new page here in our Library Technician Certificate of Achievement in our academic catalog. And so what you can do is you can come in and look at these program requirements that tell you the courses that you have to take. So go ahead and read that it's required to take 15 units from the following. So you only need to take 5 out of the 6 possible classes. So that gives you some freedom in selecting your classes. And then you would need to complete 3 to 4 units from the following classes below. And the number here to the right of the class, the 3, that tells you the number of units that the class is worth. So you'll notice our work experience class where you go out and work at a library site, that is a variable unit. We can offer it as a 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 unit class. So depending on the semester, check in and see what your options are for that class. So I'm just going to go back to our previous tab and let you know that that's pretty simple. I'm going to go down to Certificate of Completion. I'm going to look at the required courses, and you'll notice that non-credits are all in the 600 field. So if you're looking at Lib 600, you can tell that's the non-credit version of Lib 200. So here we'll ask you to complete a certain number of hours from the following. So this is the same as the credit. You'll just need to select 5 out of the 6 classes to complete, and you have your non-credit certificate. So another great thing about these programs is that we are implementing OER textbooks within our program, which means you don't have to pay for textbooks. So that makes our non-credit offerings even more attractive because you won't be paying for tuition or textbooks. So take some time to think about these different programs. Think about the utility that they will have for you where you are in your life. And if you want to come talk to me about it or what you think the best method for you to move forward with should be, just give me a call or send me an email. My contact information is all over the webpage here. If you just scroll up, you'll see Colin Williams. There's my email and phone number. And I just wanted to show you the schedule of classes for Long Beach City College. Here's where you can easily see what's being offered. So you could come in and look at your semester and then click on the L for library and then pop up the dialog box here to see all of the different library classes that are being offered. So you'll see that we're always going to be offering a certain amount of classes in the library technician program. We just kind of balance them out in the fall and the spring. So if you want to do a little bit of road mapping, definitely get in touch with me and I can recommend which classes I think would be best for you to take so you can get in, get out, and get into a library. And I am really excited for you. I think this is a cool program for you to be looking into. And let me know if you have any other questions, and I'm more than happy to set up a phone call or a Zoom, carrier pigeon, whatever we need. All right. Thanks so much, everyone. Talk to you later.